Well, I think we got it straight here, and we're about ready to begin. Again, the Montour Spartans are going to battle against the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Montour's season record is 4-3-1, and Blue Devils is 1-6-0. We had faced this team before, and I think it was pretty close, but the Montour Spartans did prevail. Not a bad team, so we should have a pretty exciting game here tonight. As far as who we have playing, I think we were only down one player tonight. Bentley White took ill this morning with a 103-degree fever. So hopefully he gets rested well and heals up quickly in time for Christmas. But yeah, so we'll be playing down one good defenseman tonight. We'll try to figure out who's in goal. Not sure who at this point in time. But we'll let you know. Game about ready to begin. Humbert in? Okay, it looks like we're going to have Humbert in goal tonight. Starting us off on the front line is Levi Baldoff, Tyler Chambers, and Seth Baldoff. And we got, who we have back? We have Gavin Keaton and I think Drager. That's going to be a quick call. I think it's going to be offsides here on the Spartans. Keaton D-to-D pass over to Drager. Drager trying to find Baldoff on the line there. Gets into the zone. The Blue Devils pop it out. Got Drager back to pick it up. All the way back in the Spartan zone. Dribbles the pass and the Blue Devils pick it up. Seth Baldoff picks it up and he'll look for a good avenue. Sending up to Drager. Drager across to Levi Baldoff now, 2-on-2. Up to Ty Chambers, and Ty Chambers trying to make the corner. And deep he goes. Centering pass cut off by Blue Devils. And up the boards it goes. Blue Devils with possession. Will lose it to Ty Chambers out behind. Baldoff picks it off. There skates Eels. Behind the net he goes. Looking for somebody. Puck just dangling out underneath the net. Trying to get that puck forward. Nobody really in front of the net. They'll pop it back to Platt. And the Devils get by. We got Verchek and Platt now back. And got a cutoff with A.J. Rosenwald. We get a quick line change. A.J. Rosenwald with some speed. Takes a shot and goes right up and over the net there behind. Now back into the corner. Rosenwald working. Feet out in front. Tracy trying to get that shot. Can't connect. Across the paint it goes. Up and out. Blue Devils passing it up. Verchek and Platt working. They take a shot on Humbert, and he's able to deflect it back in the corner. Blue Devils trying to centering pass. Verchek there to pick it off. But the Blue Devils chip it. Rosenwald picks it up out in front. And he's got some speed. He's got Tracy with him. Somebody without a stick here on the blue line. They'll send it in across and deep. Tracy back. That chip out in front. Out for Tracy. Trying to get it in, but can't make the shot. Can't pull the trigger, and up and out it goes. The Blue Devils in the neutral ice dump it into the Montour Spartan zone. With some speed, Drager on his heels. He gains his zone. He's still got the puck. Centering pass across the ice there. Back to Keaton. Keaton lines one up from the point. Goes wide of the net and behind. Back in the corner it goes. The Spartans advance the puck. That's Roman Haig. It's good to see him back. He's back from a collarbone injury. The Spartans can't keep it up. It's going to come out. Chambers passes it back to Keaton. The Spartans looking to reset. Yeah, Roman Haig back. First game back. He's had with the Spartans for quite some time as he's back from an injury. Good to see him out there. Good check there. Haig's got the puck trying to advance it close to the net. And loses out in front. Still fighting for it. Gone in the corner. Up and out. There's going to be a penalty? Roman got a penalty? Yep. Roman Haig, first day back. Good to see him back in the box, warming his feet. And what did he get caught for? You know? I didn't see it either. So Spartans here on the penalty kill for 2 minutes here. Some discussion between the refs and the coach. And it looks like we're going to get another Spartans off. Too many men on the ice. All right, back at it, and that pass comes out from the center to Seth Baldoff, and he's got some speed. He gains his own, advances the puck, trying to look for that shot, goes into hard for the goalie as he loses his skates. Going to take a face-off in the offensive zone. Seth gets up unhurt. Looks like a pretty good collision with the goalie there. Baldoff trying to work the puck close to the net. Seth, a good pack check there. And the Blue Devils clear. Trying to pass the center ice, and Herchek will get it back out into neutral. Still working up the boards, and Baldoff picks up the puck. Trying to deke around. Gets hit from behind there. Good play by the Blue Devils, and Seth will send it back to Platt. Platt up to Herchek. Herchek will skate it. Advance it further. He'll take the slot there and take a shot wide of the net. Puck contained by the Spartans. Good poke there. Working on the board, still in the zone. Baldoff ends up with the puck. He'll get into the slot, takes a shot. Cut off by the defense. Seth trying to take another shot. Goes back in the corner. Again, contained by Keaton. Able to keep it in. Back and deep it goes as the Spartans get a new lineup. Traeger ends up the puck in the neutral zone. Rosenwald trying to work it around. Big collision there in center ice with two Blue Devils. Didn't see each other. Keaton advances into the zone. We'll take a shot from, skies it over the net from the circle. Tracy with a good pressure there on the puck there. Now still behind the net. Rosenwald trying to break up that play. Into the Spartan zone it goes. Keaton with some good pressure. Keaton will lift it and loft that puck up and out. Into the neutral zone. Tracy gives it chase. Allison up. Try to unseat that puck, and across the neutral zone it goes into the Montour territory. Blue Devils still in possession. Gets in a little deeper. Traeger ends up with the puck. Cross ice pass over to Allison. Allison looking to find Rosenwald, and that's going to be an offsides call on the Spartans. Ref asking to have the wingers back up a little bit off of that. Platt back with the puck. Sends one up. Spartans gaining the zone and from the slot. Baldoff picks it up and Haig. Baldoff still has it. Sends it back to Verchek. He'll send one in. It goes into the basket of the Blue Devils. Goalie there. Once again, that was Cronin who got the puck in the zone. Passed into the slot. Verchek lines one up from the point. Haig trying to wind one up. Sends one just wide of the net. Cronin now working the corner. Haig to back him up. Haig advancing that puck, trying to get closer. Blue Devils able to manage to get it out of the zone. Flat back for the Spartans, handles it, sends it back to neutral ice. But that's going to be offsides on the Blue Devils. Going to take the face off in neutral ice, center ice. Rosenwald takes that one. Drager sends it across, trying to find Chambers on the blue line. In deep it goes, and Chambers gets chased. First to it. It's good pressure trying to send it in front of the net. Heaton will send it back, and there's Rosenwald out in front, trying to do a backhand shot. Can't pull the trigger on that one. Back over Heaton, trying to recenter it. Blue Devils picking it up. With Chambers on him. Keaton will send another one in wide of the net and then deep on the opposite side. Rosenwald trying to feed it out in center, gets cut off the defense, but another shot goes in from Drager from the point, and the Blue Devils will clear it. Montour Spartans maintaining it, having to reset, and they do quickly. Met at the blue line, but offside is called on the Spartans. Close call there. Not sure I saw offsides, but ref saw it differently. Off the face-off, Platt with some speed, muscles it in, takes a backhand shot, gets all over the goalie, now behind the net. Platt still working for it. He'll send it up to Verchek. Verchek able to chip it forward, and Allison picks it up. Able to get around one, lines one up, takes a shot. Blue Devils again, able to stop that pack. Another shot on goal for the Spartans, getting some good pressure here on the goalie. Mid-first period. Allison again working against boards. 3 Blue Devils surround him. They're able to chip it out. Levi Balda passes it over to Platt. Platt will handle it. He'll skate it in deep, slow things up. Behind the net it goes. Trying to sling it all the way around, but the Blue Devils able to pick up that puck, now back in deep. Cross to the slot. And a good chip there by Allison. And Allison looks up, tries to send it to Tracy. Tracy's got it, takes a shot, goes off the pads again of the goalie. That puck out and it's neutral ice again. Spartans again reset, and Haig will skate it in. Trying to turn the corner. Gets around, sneaking around. Good shot on goal. Off the pads again. Good chip there. Balled off, advancing the puck. Takes a shot, goes into the glove, and he's going to draw a penalty. Going to be tripping called on the Blue Devils as Levi lines up that shot. So the Montour Spartans on the power play here for 2 minutes, with 3 minutes left here in their first period. Rosenwald with the puck, tips it back. Spartans trying to advance the play behind the net. Sends one to Rosenwald. Rosenwald from the slot takes a shot, goes wide of the net. I think that's Haig there in deep. Working against two Blue Devils. Rosenwald steps in to help. Comes out to Keaton. Keaton will send it across. That's Drager. Sorry, Drager was the one who had it. Takes a shot on goal. Gets bounced wide, and the Blue Devils possess. Drager keeps it in. Deeks, too, is skated in deep. Advancing it to the net. Takes another shot. There it goes. That puck comes in. Roman Haig able to clean it up after the loose change is sitting out in front of the net. Spartans on the board first. With 2 minutes left. Blue Devils trying to get it in, back to neutral ice. Montour Spartans. That's very close offsides, but they don't call it. Flat in the corner, working the puck. Send it around the ice, up into Seth Baldoff, who's got the speed. He's on his heels. He's got Levi across ice. Takes a shot, goes in the center of the goalie. Good setup by the Spartans there. Good vision by Seth Baldoff as he passes it to Levi. In this circumstance, the goalie was better. Wraparound shot there. Hits the post. The Baldoffs keep it in. Good chip by Chambers out in front of the net. Now behind Chambers. Seth Baldoff setting up in front of the net with Levi. Chambers still with possession of the puck. Skates it in, tries to chip it, goes behind the net again. Up and out it goes. Baldoff over to Verchek. He'll dump it back into the Blue Devil zone. Here's a penalty is going to go. Called an incidental collision, but a collision nonetheless by the Spartans, and we're going to go on the penalty here as Platt sits down for checking. Yeah, it's tough at this age with the checking, as the 14U Scholastic is not a checking league. But most of these boys play for bantam levels hockey, where checking is the regular and allowed. So it's a little bit of a switch gear. Got to get used to. Got to make sure that they don't do some of the things that are allowable in the other league. Rosenwald does gain the zone. Looking to send one in. Goes into the glove of the Blue Devils netminder. Rosenwald off the face-off. Good cutoff there. Blue Devils do get it out of the zone. Pass up the ice, and the Spartans cut it off. Rosenwald, another good shot. Good pressure. Ends up with the puck again, out in front. The Spartans trying to get it in. Good pressure on the goalie here, short-handed. Is Allison and Rosenwald able to keep the pressure on their goalie. Blue Devils able to clear the puck. And that'll do it here for the first period. The Spartans lead by 1. We'll go into the second period here with 1 minute and 15 seconds left on our penalty. Still with a man short.
Generous. It's like a high blocker. You like step out of the net to put on it.
Not the official shots on goal.
Close.
We're doing what we can for shots on goal. They don't do shots on goal here in this arena. Adam's count is Adam Tracy doing the shots on goal for us. He's got it at 14-1. Spartans versus Blue Devils. It certainly feels like that for sure. Getting a lot of good pressure there on the Blue Devils netminder. Starting us off here in the second period, Levi balled off and Seth balled off. Forwards, Drager and Keaton back on defense. Blue Devils advancing the puck into the Montour zone. Drager back, receives that puck. Gonna take it around the net there and try to skate it out. He's got some speed. It's a 2-on-1. He's got Seth balled off with him. Getting in front of the net. He takes a shot. Another shot by Drager trying to clean up spare change. Seth balled off behind the net now. Looking for somebody to pass to, nobody around. Still working that puck, playing keep away. And Drager back on deep. Levi balled off with the puck. Stands up with it, trying to pass it to Seth. Gets chopped just before. And the Blue Devils advance the puck. And that's a shot on goal there. I think you can say that. Humbert able to collect that. 22 seconds left here on the penalty kill. Rosenwald on the faceoff. Spartans batted out, but from the slot they take a shot. And it gets all over the goalie and ends up setting it wide. Spartans end up with it. Haig on the attack. He'll pull up, try to send one in. Rosenwald back with the puck. Good little move there, trying to send it back out to the point, but it pops out. Roman Haig back with the puck. He'll gain the zone. Gets a good tap there. Rosenwald trying to keep it in, but the Spartans already reset. Trying to take the shot, just misses the puck. Backing out into neutral ice. That's going to be offsides on the Spartans. Spartans looking to advance the puck. Allison with the puck, still advances, takes a shot, goes wide of the net. He's trying to get it in there. Chambers. Another shot from the point comes in just wide of the net. Allison back, and he'll chip it closer to it. Chambers giving chase. They chip it up, but Keaton holding the line, working the boards there. Chambers come back to help. Blue Devils able to get it out. That pass is cut off, and Keaton is back to help. Spartans sling it out of the zone. Back into the Montour zone. Drager will send it out to Allison and the Spartans. Good cut off by the Blue Devils in mid-ice. They send it back in the Spartan zone. Blue Devils actually first to it. Trying to pass it out in front of the ice, and a good stop by Humbert. Baldoff trying to get it in. Has a good collision. Center ice. Incidental. Drager looking to connect with Cronin across, or Allison across ice. Back to the Spartan zone it goes. Spartans will clear it. Seth Baldoff comes up. That's going to be offsides on the Blue Devils. Platt slings it around the corner up to Seth. Seth trying to receive it. Blue Devils cut it off and trying to center that pass. Verchek cuts it off. Back to Seth Baldoff. Good pass to Rosenwald, and he has a lane. He gets between two defensemen, takes a shot, and that deflects off. Trying to clean it up. Spartans in. Their puck is still loose. Tic-tacking around. That shot goes in. It goes in. I am not sure who got it eventually. I think it was Rosenwald. He was able to clean it up, chip it up and over. The Spartans up by 2.
Second of the game, right? That's the second of the game. Who's the first one?
Was it Seth or was it Rosenwald? I think it was Rosenwald.
Where's the replay?
Well, we'll call the New York office and figure out who got that in. Back beyond the net, we got Tracy. Blue Devils slinging around. With Baldoff and Verchek bottle up and they sling it back towards the net. Blue Devils skated out with some speed. They'll take a shot, goes wide into the corner. Spartans end up with it. They'll sling it back to neutral ice. They're saying no ice. It's not going to make it there anyways. As they send it back out. Finding at the blue line, and that's going to be a penalty on the Spartans as Platt got caught for, I guess they're going to say, tripping or interference. It's going to be roughing, I think. So the Spartans again on a penalty kill here for 2 minutes. Keaton sends it around the boards, and Spartans can't clear it at this point. And back to pick it up is Drager trying to turn it around. They'll find Rosenwald on the point. He'll take a massive shot. Another shot trying to clean it up by Chambers, who stayed with them the entire way. Love to see that. Again, with the pressure on their goalie, the Spartans have done so far today on the shorthand. It's been incredible. A good another turnover here in the neutral zone. Blue Devils with the puck. They'll sling one wide of the net. Bounces behind. Drager able to work with Keaton there. That's a good. Chambers didn't move at all. Blue Devil went down trying to hit him. And now on the attack, Drager trying to advance it in. Can't pull the trigger on the backhand. Still stick handle it out, and that comes out of the zone. Chambers turns it around. He's got Rosenwald with him. Still with it, trying to dance around. Blue Devils able to meet them on his way out. Blue Devils will send one in. Drager sending it to Rosenwald and up the boards. Good back check by Rosenwald to disrupt that play. That puck hops up and over the stick, and it's a little bit of a race there. A little bit of a scrum. As Drager pulls up, he'll send one in. They got a stick on it, goes up and over.
Even strength.
We are back to even strength. Seth Baldoff with the puck behind the net. Levi trying to send one in off the pads. First one to it. Platt will send one in. Levi trying to redirect. Back in the corner. Verchek lines one up. They'll saucer one in. Seth trying to get a redirect on there. Back to pick up the puck. Send one across and goes to Allison. Allison trying to backhand up and over. Good pressure again on their goalie. But they were able to follow on it and make the save. Rosenwald on the faceoff. Got the boards and out. Verchek dumps it back in, but got to be a little too quick, so the Spartans will have offsides. Rosenwald trying to work the puck in the zone. It gets sent back. Flat back. Holds it up. Trying to hit Cronin on the boards there, but going to be an icing on the Spartans. Platt picking that puck up, sending it around the boards. Cronin trying to work it in there. Verchek working with Rosenwald. That puck dangles out in front. Spartans able to clear it out to center ice. The Blue Devils reset. They'll loft one up and over, and Humbert will watch that all the way into his glove. Stop the play. Haig and Baldoff and Chambers. Haig with some speed. Gets the red one. He'll sling it in. That puck is loose. Tracy trying to work it towards the puck. The net. Blue Devils advancing. They'll dump it in deep. Give chase. Keaton, first one to it. Chambers sent it back to Keaton. That puck cut off on its way out. Drager back, send it up to Baldoff and Chambers. That pass gets off the end of the stick there. For Tracy, that's going to be an icing call by the Spartans. Rosenwald, the pass to Platt, up and out to Allison. Seth Baldoff on his heels. No icing called. Allison passes out in front to Rosenwald. Rosenwald trying to lift it up. Gets it. No, doesn't on the second time. Unbelievable save by the goalie there. The puck comes out and Platt working against Rosenwald with the back check. Slow him down. They'll sling one in. And Humbert decides not to keep that. Spartans work it out. They're back into it. The Blue Devils work it in. Rosenwald up to Baldoff. And from the point, that never gets very far. Another shot out. Seth trying to work it out, but it doesn't. Platt finally finished the job. Allison with good pressure on the forecheck. Can't end up with the puck. Back in the Spartan zone goes Platt with it. Blue Devils good speed, able to cut it off. They'll loft it out in front. Found a backhand shot out in front of the goalie. Puck is still loose. They're working it. It's a good scrum out in front of the net. Whistle blown. The ref's yelling. Clear the area. Humbert holds fast. Keeps that puck out. Right back to it. Good shot on goal from the Blue Devils off the faceoff. Humbert solid though, whole way. Try this again. Blue Devils again with another shot off the faceoff. Levi losing 2 faceoffs in a row. In the corner, Drager working the puck. With Haig. Good sticks on puck there by the Spartans. Haig trying to work it out. Good contact. Drager cut off. They advance the puck. They'll take a shot, goes up and over the shoulder. He's getting a little chippy there as Keaton's going to get called for roughing. Kind of a retaliation. So the Spartans again now here on the penalty kill. It's just one of those things. Retaliation is always going to be seen. Initial contact draws the eyes of the ref, and the follow-up is certainly noticed. Another good attempt off the face-off by the Blue Devils. Looking, finally getting a couple good shots and pressure on the goalie. That puck goes around up, and Haig able to pick it up. And now it's a one-on-one opportunity by the Spartans. They'll sling one in, it goes down the net. Baldoff back behind, working with Haig. The Blue Devils end up with it and are able to clear the puck. Going to be an offsides call here on the Blue Devils. Take a face off outside the zone. Blue Devils able to advance the puck and sling one way high over the net. Back to the other side. Platt will pick it up. He'll send one up, and Devils contain it for now. Able to get it out. Trying to hit Hag up. Into the zone it goes. Hag on the forecheck. Blue Devils in the zone. Advancing it close. Good hit by Platt, and Baldoff will pick up. And he gets hit, and they're going to call on, I think, the Devils. A roughing. So a little 54 on 54 crime there as the Spartans go on the power play. Well, not power play. We're even strength here for 30 seconds. We'll have a minute and 30 power play. That'll do it here for the second period as we get it into the third period. Again, 4-on-4 for 25 seconds. And then the Spartans on the power play for a minute and 30. Back at it. Spartans into the zone. Seth and Roman Hag working it in there. Hag with it. Blue Devils into the zone. They'll sling one in. Humbert sees it into his glove. Freezes that puck. Off the faceoff, Drager will take it, flip it up and over to try to reach Seth. Seth gives it pursuit. Seth behind the net. Hag standing up in front. Baldoff sends one in, gives out the pads. Comes out to Drager. Drager will skate it around. He's got some speed. He'll try to get between. Takes a shot, goes up and over the shoulder of the goalie. Chipped at the wall. Seth Baldoff sends it the puck. Good chip there. Drager ends up with it. Hag ends up with it. Taking the shot, trying to go far side. Now that's Drager. Drager, another shot on goal, and he'll collect it. The goalie's keeping him in the game, that's for sure, as he gets a couple quality shots on him here through that series. Rosenwald sets up, takes the face off, pursues the puck, now on the wall. The Blue Devils able to get that pass. Platt, first one to it, working with Allison along the boards. And Tracy gets in there. That puck is good collision there in center ice. Now Verchek trying to advance it towards the net. They'll try to pop it out, but they keep it in. Second attempt is a charm. The Spartans collapse around it. Send it back around. Spartans ship it up to Rosenwald. 2-on-2 here. Rosenwald trying to dance around. Hangs up. Drifts up over the player. Off the boards it goes. Platt. That was go up and out of play into the netting. Face-off should be here in the offensive zone. We'll get some other skaters on the ice here. Balled off, trying to advance that puck. Levi trying to line one up, goes wide of the net. Still working behind. Seth in there to help. Seth skates it behind the net. Looking out front, trying to serve it out in front. And a back check by the Devils. Good cutoff by Keaton. Spartans maintain it in the zone. Blue Devils clear. Chambers with a good chip, turns it. And Baldoff will gain the zone again. Seth in there. Trying to pull it up. Blue Devils able to get it, but Seth from the behind able to pick it off. Fends in the puck, taking a shot. It's still loose. I think it's behind the net. They blow the whistle. As that was caught up, I think, in the net behind the goalie. Great effort by Seth, able to get back and Platt lines one up. Takes a redirect off the heels. Actually has a good chance of getting in, but the goalie was ready for it. Slides out to the slot. Another shot by Platt. And man, that's a blaster. Blue Devils able to gain the zone. Platt will pass it over to Rosenwald. Rosenwald decides to advance it into the zone. Haig able to keep up with it. Takes a shot, another shot into the breadbasket. They call it a goal. Roman Haig with his second one here today, able to get it in and pass the goalie. Looked like it didn't, must have trickled past. The Spartans take a 3-0 lead here. Welcome back, Roman Haig. That shot comes in. Omri drops it, but able to collect it before any of the Blue Devils get near him. That chip up and out into neutral ice. Tracy working. Keaton sends it across the Drager. Drager turns it around. They'll send it up. Cut off by the Blue Devils here on the blue line, keeping it in, but Drager able to turn it around. Good sight there by Allison. And they run into their own player. Pretty good collision there. Nice pass to the point. Puck comes in. Humbert bounces to the corner. Picked up by Drager. And they're going to get I think a penalty. Yeah, they are, because the Spartans maintain possession. The ref's hands up in the air. The Spartans were wise about that, set up the ice. As the Blue Devils maintain possession, the whistle blows. 2 minutes power play for the Spartans here. 8 minutes and 13 seconds left. Flat lining one up, just wide of the net. It comes out. Flat passes back to Verchek. Verchek passes up to Rosenwald. They gain the zone. Return to sender. The Blue Devils on the advance. Back to neutral ice. Spartans send it. Cross ice pass to Seth Baldoff on the line. Dump pass to Platt. Platt lines one up, but the Blue Devils get some wood on it. Pass out to the front. Good chip there on the wall. Verchek keep it in. Rosenwald steps up to help. Puck's just sitting there. Back to Rosenwald. Rosenwald picks it up. Heading for the slot. Taking a shot. Goes off the pads. Chambers with the puck. Trying to hit the rebound shot. Back to Platt. Platt trying to feed it back in. Out in front. The Spartans, some good sticks on that puck. Verchek lines one up. Back in. And Devils able to clear. Platt able to get underneath. Passes it over to Verchek. Verchek sends it up to Chambers. 20 seconds left here on the power play, and Rosenwald has an opening. 2-on-1, 2-on-none. Tries taking a shot. The goalie makes an incredible save. Rosenwald still with the puck. Gets it close, and Seth Baldoff's there. Gets it in a second time. Seth Baldoff puts the Spartans up by 4. With 1 second left on the power play on the third and fourth attempt. Rosenwald to Baldoff. Baldoff to himself, and then it's going to be an offsides call here on the Spartans as Levi Baldoff lines one up from the blue line. Blue Devils gain the zone. Keaton able to tie him up here on the boards. Send up to Baldoff. Baldoff gets it up to Haig. That's going to be a trip on the Spartans here. 5 minutes and 43 seconds left. Spartans back on the penalty kill. Haig. I thought he was the one who got the penalty, but Haig gets in front of the net, tries to backhand it in. The goalie bottles it up. Another great offensive individual effort by Haig there. Wait, that was a goal. Oh my gosh. That's a hat trick for Roman Haig. Welcome back. As he gets his third for the day. I don't see any hats on the ice yet. No hats on the ice. A shorthanded goal by the Spartans. The Blue Devils send one in. Humby will drop it off. That puck comes out. And that's Levi Baldoff on the attack. Will skate it out. Get pockets picked there. Good pressure. Blue Devils back into the zone. Good check there by stick check by Haig. That shot comes in, and sensing impending players, Humby covers it up. Stop the play here. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left, with 1 minute and 8 seconds left on penalty. So I was wrong. It was Cronin that got the stick in there for the trip. That puck comes in, and Humbert will stop it. We'll do this again. Rosenwald individually gets that puck out. That's now on 1-on-1. He's got Tracy with him. That shot goes in. AJ Rosenwald able to take that face off, get it around 2 or 3, skate it all the way down, get some slashing on him, and get it up and over the pads of the goalie. 6-0 here. The Montour Spartans lead. Is that his second one? Rosenwald's? Another shot on goal with the Blue Devils setting up in front. A good attempt there, but Humbert saw the whole way. Well, Drager chases that puck. And another here, 2-on-2 opportunity. Tracy setting up. Drager sends it in, goes wide of the net. Rosenwald picks it up in the corner. Got Tracy out in front. Trying to feed it to him. Looking for that shot. That goes off the back of the net. Tracy back with it. Now we're back to full strength. And we're going to get a high sticking. High sticking on the Blue Devils. So a 2-minute power play here by the Spartans. Puck chipped up and out. Keaton passing over to Drager. Pass over to Rosenwald on the blue line. Rosenwald trying to get behind. Good chip there. Rosenwald working against the boards there. Then he gets another body. Rosenwald ends up at the puck. He comes around. Feeding down in front, Tracy. He'll loft it up and over. Rosenwald back with the puck. Trying to feed out center again. Tracy trying to bat it in. Blue Devils with it. Rosenwald able to force him off the puck. Just using his body to push him off. That pass is up and out. Going to be icing on the Blue Devils. Cross ice. Burchak picks it up. Sends it in a little deep. Blue Devils end up with it. That's going to be a tripping penalty on the Spartans. We collect the puck off that advance. Another stoppage of play. 4-on-4 here for 58 minutes, 58 seconds. And then puck from the point, sent in wide of the net. Flat pack, trying to force it out. It chipped in again from the Devils, and Spartans sent it across all the other end. That's going to be another icing. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left here. That ref is moving. He wants this game over. Seth Baldock taking this face off. Center on the boards. Back in deep, Traeger up to Haig. Haig working the puck. Goes in further in. That shot goes. The Spartans will flip it up. A shot on a goal out in front. Seth Baldock able to bat it away. Comes up and out. Good pressure by the Spartans there. Hagel gain the zone to get turned around by the Blue Devils. We'll go the other direction. It's fumble the puck, goes back into neutral ice. That's going to be offsides by the Blue Devils. 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Neutral ice. Platt advances the puck. Rosenwald. That puck will come out. Cross ice pass. Little sling one on net. Goes with the glove of Humbert. 54 seconds left. Platt and Keaton working that puck on defensive end. Doing a good job keeping them all on their toes. Puck comes out the point. They'll send it in deep. Send it to the slot. Skate forward, try to line one up. Off the blocker of Humbert. One of the best shots on him today. Another shot out in front of the net. Now it's off to the races. Traeger picks it up, skates in the neutral zone. And we're going to get another penalty here on Blue Devils. Is tripping? Not sure. Is that tripping?
I think it was interference.
Interference? Interference on number 54? Yep. Blue Devils advancing that puck. They'll send one up and over. Trying to recenter it. The Spartans end up with it. They'll hold it, and that'll do it here for this game as the Montour Spartans topple Upper St. Clair handily 6-0. Welcome back, Roman Haig with his hat trick. Another solid win by the Spartans. Fun game to watch. We'll try to broadcast the next one. We'll see you the next time.